Ladies and gentlemen, I bought my disguises, which are pretty run-in-the-mill, pretty normal. My Democratic Party liberal disguises, because I used to be one for most of my life, actually. And I am starting, ladies and gentlemen, a really interesting channel. So to my super chat, thank you so very much. We're going to have a great time this evening. But I want everyone to please subscribe to a really great channel. It's called Bizarro World Goodman. It was actually my old sports channel that I tried to get off the ground, which now we don't have sports, but we will. It is right here, people. It is right here, ladies and gentlemen. And go ahead, subscribe to it. You will love it. I will be in character, full character. JC Ray. Thank you, JC Ray. From 2015. God bless you for standing me, for dealing with me for so long. JC Ray, thanks for watching from the very beginning. My God, the very beginning. But ladies and JC Ray, thank you again. Thank you. Subscribe to Bizarro World Goodman. Let's get that to 4,000 or 5,000 subs, or at least 2,000 to 3,000 subs. And the link is there. Flying Fox Fruits! I dare you to look up grafted plania. I will. I'm sure it's very good for your health. Everything Flying Fox Fruits dares. When Flying Fox Fruits dares me to look up anything, you better believe they're full of antioxidants and fantastic nutrients. My God. Flying Fox Fruits, thank you. But definitely subscribe to Bizarro World Goodman right now. Here's the link again. It is basically me yelling in disguise with a hilarious background, which I need to find out how I'm going to pull off. I am going to be your worst nightmare in terms of a liberal family member or a person with derangement issues pertaining to President Trump. So subscribe to that channel, please. Let's get that channel going. You will love it. I will start it as soon as I get about 2,000 to 3,000 subs. I'll start that channel rocking and rolling. Hopefully we can start sooner rather than later. But we have 560 subs right now. So tell your friends about Bizarro World Goodman. It's just me in character. It's kind of a comedy channel. It's me in character, yelling, screeching, being hysterical, frothing at the mouth, basically, the normal Democrat. And you will love it. It'll be everything, basically the opposite of what I, almost always the opposite of what I believe. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, President Trump outsmarted Democrats yet again. So he now has a bargaining chip in terms of, well, let's put it this way. In terms of political points, he scored major political points. At the end of the day, President Trump, even with 22 million people unemployed, is still seen as a president who presided over, at one point, record low unemployment. People don't forget that. People have not forgotten that. Democrats want people to forget the fact we had an amazing economy. We had record low unemployment. We had record low black and Latino unemployment. We had household median income up. We didn't need stimulus checks. Well, I mean, a great many Americans would have still needed stimulus checks, but you know what I mean. The country as a whole didn't need like a bailout from this. And Democrats said, "Oh my goodness, we have to keep the economy shut down." They should have renamed the U.S. economy the Democratic primary, because they still would have had it going. J-Man! You were absolutely right about fake apocalypse. Yeah, you know what? J-Man, thank you. God bless you. It's not, look, in New York and New Jersey, God bless the people of New York and New Jersey. I have family. I have family on the East Coast. I have family in New York. And I know just the most wonderful people. I've met the most wonderful people in my life from New Jersey. And they're both great places. But you look at half of the lives lost in the United States of America are in two states, New York and New Jersey. So you got, so that's, you got to look, and that is something that needs to be addressed at least by the media, at least one of these days. But President Trump is known as a president who focuses on the economy. Okay, he's a billionaire. They cannot take that away from him. Just like they cannot take away the fact that he's the first president to step foot in North Korea, and lots of things going on there. He's the first president to reverse U.S. foreign policy. People say, well, why are you voting for President Trump? Well, because I want to reverse U.S. foreign policy. If Max Boot and Bill Kristol are voting Democrat, I don't care if Noam Chomsky or Bernie Sanders or anyone else on the left, because that just shows you cannot have you cannot have Donald Rumsfeld. Kathy DePoy, thank you. Thank you very much, Kathy. Kathy DePoy, thank you. Kathy, you will love also Bizarro World Goodman. It's all of my lack of charm, but magnified to your worst liberal neighbor, or I should say derangement issue with Trump, neighbor, family member, friend, co-worker. Kathy DePoy, thank you so very, very much. Be here also November. We're going to have a great time. I hope and pray, Kathy and everybody here, thank you very much, Kathy, by the way. Thank you. I hope and pray that my prediction, which will be the greatest political prediction of all time, is wrong, because Madam Secretary could possibly become president. I say that President Trump's going to win, but I give her a 25% chance. Hillary Clinton has a 25% chance of becoming president. Okay? 1 out of 4 chance. Flying Fox Roots! You can't take away Trump's dignity. Great. Love you all. J-Man! New studies say it. Wow. J-Man, thank you. Kathy DePoy, thank you. Doris, thank you. President Trump is known as a president who focused on the economy. They cannot strip away certain elements of Trump. His orangeness, his hair, they cannot take these things away. His attitude, his demeanor. I got this DVD. It's just called Trump Insults, and it's actually a pro Trump DVD, and it's hilarious. It is hilarious. He eviscerates Jeb Bush, low energy. He calls Jeb Bush low energy Jeb. He calls Jeb Bush low energy Jeb, and then he goes after Rand Paul, because Rand Paul says something on the debate stage. He goes, this is a man who all he does is demean and insult people. And then Trump goes, and he looks at him, he goes, I haven't yet with you, but there's a lot to work with Rand Paul. Look, you have to, I can't do it. You can't do it justice, but he's hilarious. And you know the same talking points that they went after, that the Republicans used against Trump, the Democrats used like on steroids. So everything you're hearing about demeanor and attitude, and he's mean and rude, and how he's just a horrible human being. Jeb Bush used it, Ted Cruz. They all used that against Trump. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney is a good Republican.
like Marco Rubio. Good Republicans. They have nice hair like H.A. Badman. Look at my nice hair. I'm a good Republican. Trump will never be a good Republican.
Remember when rappers said Trump tight? I remember he was on many rap songs, Trump. Referenced many times. President Trump, what the Republicans tried to do against President Trump, Democrats tried to do also. And what their game plan against Trump has always been is this: create a caricature of President Trump. So this 10 minutes in, I'll finally get to it. The executive order banning immigration pertaining primarily to green cards, it'll last only 60 days. This kind of shows you how absurd the hyperbole is. Cause like, he's an authoritarian, he's a despot. Yeah, how many despots go and say, we're going to do this for 60 days? We will do this for 60 days. And then it'll expire. See, that doesn't happen. Usually authoritarians don't implement their most horrible policies for a certain time period, and then it just expires. But he outmaneuvered Democrats. 10 minutes in, I'll finally get to it. 10 minutes in, finally get to it. He outmaneuvered Democrats to the point where, by the way, I bought glasses, hat. I'm almost at the point of buying, for H. Bizarro World Goodman, I'm almost at the point of buying a fake mustache. Maybe a fake beard. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably roll with the fake mustache at first. Maybe the beard. Maybe just clean shaven. Who knows? But they are rolling with this whole, well, now it's Trump's economy. Don't you understand? 22 million people, Trump's economy. Here it is, Flying Fox Fruits. Here it is. Kurt Leonard! Biden's new channel is called Here's the Deal. You can't make this up. Hold on. Let me see if... Kurt Leonard, let me check Biden's new channel. Kathy, thank you again. Okay, hold on. Joe Biden. Are you pulling my leg, or? It probably is. Hold on. So hold on. There's Joe Biden. He has 42,000 subs. There it is. Awesome. It's awesome. It is awesome. Joe Biden, here's the deal. Or maybe it's a channel someplace else, or maybe you're just joking. But I totally text Joe to 30330. Okay. But make sure to text Joe. Bucolic Buffalo. Thank you, Bucolic Buffalo. Thank you. Thank you, Bucolic Buffalo. Kathy, thank you. Bucolic Buffalo, thank you. Kurt, thank you so much. Kurt Leonard. Bottom line is this. You cannot say, you cannot keep everything. You can't shut down the entire U.S. economy. And even though it's not, this actually does not pertain to work visas, but people who want to get green cards are obviously going to, when they come to the country, find work. So it will pertain to a great many people who could possibly be taking work away, possibly, not saying definitely, but possibly, and this is legal immigration. This is going through the channels that he's banning for 60 days. It could possibly be competitors. So if you've lost your job and you have, somebody, a person who, from England or Australia or, that it wants to come to the United States. President Trump for 60 days is saying, well, you know what? We want the people who lost their jobs to get their jobs back immediately. We don't want to take any, whether it's tens of thousands of people or hundreds of thousands of people, we don't want to take any risks, or I should say we don't want anyone from another country to perhaps take the job that you just lost. That's the rationale. It's not a horrible, maniacal, it's not a bad, it's a bigoted rationale. It's not. Everything on the left, they were calling Nancy Pelosi part of the axis of Sheevil, okay? Everything on the left revolves around their sensibilities. So you can't take them, you can't take their condemnation on things seriously. You just can't. You just can't take their condemnation on things seriously. You should never take. I've had people, good people in my life, try to judge me, and their judgment is I do not accept. Not only do I not accept condemnation for anyone because of my politics, but the second you bring up the hypocrisy, they'll say something, well, I'm not voting for Biden. It's like, well, yeah, but you're going to vote for Clinton. Don't you understand the Never Biden people are voting for Clinton? This is, the Never Biden people are voting for Clinton. It is what it is. That's what's going to happen. But you have Trump says immigration order will only apply to green cards and will last 60 days. Okay, so Trump to suspend issuing green cards for 60 days. Trump announces 60-day pause in issuing green cards. So it's about it's green cards, not even work visas, because apparently he doesn't. Let's say there's a doctor coming during a health crisis. He doesn't want to ban doctors. And generally, if you have a work visa, you already have the job lined up, so you're not taking work away from somebody who just lost their job. For Sandro CJ, is Pelosi related to a blue character? Exactly. I don't know. Angela Goodwin. The suspension of immigration will show how many companies are cheating the system. That's true. And a great many are. A great many are. A great many are. Angela, thank you. Thank you as always, Angela. Thank you. Thank you, Angela. But you look here, and they're trying to say that Trump is sealing us off from the world. He's shutting us off from the world. He is, if it wasn't bad enough with his wall, now he's trying to shut down the United States, or he's trying to seal off the country from the world because of his xenophobic. These are the same people. They don't know if they know what the word xenophobic means. These are the same people who blamed Russia for informing the country of the Democratic Party's corruption. Then when anything that has to do with the Democratic Party, they say, "Oh well, you don't want help. You don't want foreign help, do you?" Well, what would the help be? Trump should have asked, "What do you mean?" When George Stephanopoulos asked him, "Well, would you accept foreign help? Would you accept foreign interference?" He should have said, "In what form? What do you mean by that? What could they possibly do to help?" "Well, we saw the hacked emails." "Well, I know. What were the emails about?" "Well, they were hacked." "Well, the intelligence community is highly to moderately confident because they're bluffing and they're lying." But why? What was the interference about? "Well, they interfered." "What was the interference about?" "They were hacked emails." I understand. What was it about? Why did it hurt Clinton? "Well, Clinton won the Democratic primary fair and square." I know. So then what was the problem with the emails? Well, they just were embarrassing." We're getting there now. We're getting there. Genius Democrat, we're getting there. Why were they embarrassing? I can help you with this, They were embarrassing maybe because they were just embarrassing. Maybe because they showed that Bernie Sanders was cheated. Well, he never said anything. Yeah, because he has no spine, that's why. Or maybe he has a spine, but he just enjoys his gig. He's a lifelong politician. He wouldn't join the Green Party because then that would take away his base of support, his stature. He could have gone up against the system. If he wouldn't have the same stature, he would actually, in the long run, build a much bigger name for himself. But he wanted to change the paradigm of thought in the Democratic Party. Are you kidding? Yeah, now before they were kind of open to Medicare for all, possibly, if it was feasible. Now they never want to hear about it again. It's like a nightmare to them. The Democrats, it's a nightmare. It's like they had a Green New Deal resolution. They would much rather have AOC because she abandoned ship. She's like, AOC is another Elizabeth Warren. They're the same people. Like they talk a lot. They talk a lot about major paradigm changing things, and it's like, we're gonna do this resolution. Well, why not legislation? Why don't you have legislation? What's wrong with the legislation? Why can't you pass any legislation if you're so interested? Exactly. Trump, the xenophobic who worked with the Russians, married to a Czech and a Slovenian. Just imagine if he wasn't xenophobic. Exactly. Exactly. Angela Goodwin. Yes. Angela, hope all is well. Exactly. Great point. But they don't see it. They're trying to paint this now as, oh, he's an authoritarian, he's a despot, he's using this for his political gain. And that's how they, but see, the average American is actually becoming more conservative now. They are, when you people understand what's going on. People understand what's going on. They know that it's not President Trump who's trying to stop them. So this is CNN. Trump threatened Harvard University, saying the institution took funding meant for workers. Facts first. Harvard did receive funding, but Trump didn't distinguish between two separate sources of federal funding. He lied! Meanwhile, Madam Secretary survived Bosnian sniper fire, and that's no problem. They only care, when you only care about when Trump, it's not even, look, the overt lies, I can't even comment on their infatuation with fact-checking President Trump because they always split hairs. They're always splitting hairs with Trump. They always start off the fact-checking. They're like, well, let's just fact-check. It is true that, but... So they always like, they have to give him most of it, but they're like, well, he's embellishing. So, it's interesting because then the university added that these funds will be on top of the support. So, to fact-check Trump, they use a statement from Harvard University that says that he's wrong. So, Harvard's relief money. So, the geniuses, to prove that Trump is lying yet again, they turn to a statement from Harvard. Okay. There you go. Now, oh my God. Oh, here we go. He got the number of soldiers, Mexican soldiers, correct, but then he goes, it's true, they have deployed 27,000 troops, but he exaggerated how many are being stationed in those locations. It's like unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It was only about 15,000 and then 12,000 on their own border. Oh my God. These people are the most petulant. You know what? You know what it is. And I have nothing against. Millennials are fantastic. They're great people. They're awesome. This is the revenge. This is the President Trump, when he goes 8 years and he'll defeat Clinton again, he will single-handedly change the culture of politics among millennials. Many of them will abandon ship and say, you know what, this ain't working. It's just not working. You know what? Being part of the cool crowd and just saying that Trump is a monster and all this, gosh, not only does it not lead to any political change, but, maybe Trump is actually a good president. Maybe he's actually not as bad as we've been trying to portray him to be. You have the average age of all, every article you see, almost every article you see about Trump is written by somebody in their mid-30s. That's the average age, the mid-30s or younger. And you have millennials who view President Obama like FDR. Like that's their FDR. Todd Rubel, it happened finally. We are not working, staying at home, and waiting for government checks to arrive. We have become Todd Rubel. Oh, Todd, thank you. Todd Rubel, thank you. Yeah, it's it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Todd Rubel, thank you very, very much. Adam Gulick. If Bernie really wanted to continue his legacy, he would have joined the Green Party. Exactly. He started a third party in 2016. Exactly. Or at least this year. Exactly. 100%. You said it better than I could have ever stated it. If Bernie wanted to continue his legacy, he would have joined the Green Party or started another third party in 2016. Or at least this year. Exactly. Adam Gulick. Exactly. And Todd Rubel, thank you very much. As always, Todd. Adam, you're 100% right. You could have, look, he would have taken hundreds of thousands. He would have single-handedly forced the Democratic Party to do his bidding. He didn't do so. He didn't do so. Old school dad man, hello. He didn't do so. Why did he not do so? Trump goes after Hollywood, goes after the intelligence chiefs, goes after media, goes after Democrats, goes after everyone, celebrities, everyone. There's not a person out there that Trump doesn't fight with, okay? Because they're all trying to fight him. And then you have people like, we just have to get back to talking with one another. Well, gee, when did that happen? When have we ever just sat back, in 1968? During the Democratic Convention? Was there wonderful talking there? When? Let's see, 1968 Democratic Convention. Now, what a wonderful time for the Democratic Party. 1968 Democratic Convention. Oh my God, look at these photos. So, was that when we were talking to one another? So, you got to look at the way, and this is why I say, and it's been a half an hour, and I've controlled myself. I thought this was a Jimbo, yes. You know what? This this is basically, this is the most filtered Bizarro World. H.A. Goodman's other channel is less filtered, and the Bizarro World Goodman channel. Bizarro World Goodman will be me in disguises, yelling and screeching and condemning and judging. I will be the worst nightmare of... Imagine the worst nightmare you can imagine regarding somebody who has Trump derangement. Like, you will not vote for President Trump. He's a racist. I can't even do it right now. But it will be awesome. You will love it. Here it is, everybody. Here's the channel again. But this is not happening, people. Like, very soon, Biden is going to pick his vice president, which he will then pass to Hillary Clinton. If it's Elizabeth Warren, that will almost assure you. Well, it's going to be a woman, so it'll assure you that Hillary is going to be nominee. There's going to be two women. There's going to be two women. It is going to be the centennial of the 19th Amendment. I will have made the biggest political call of all time. This channel, H.A. Goodman's other channel, and Bizarro World Goodman will be the top news sources on YouTube. Or, whatever, one of the top. Maybe one of the top 1,000, whatever. Or top 100, whatever. Elizabeth Warren. Oh my God, please, God, please let Biden pick Warren for Clinton's nomination. Everything, just add everything. There is no, oh, this happened. Just everything that happens, add for Clinton's nomination. Hillary Clinton, say Madam Secretary 3 times and she becomes president. Okay? She will become president if you say it 3 times. I'm going to do it right now. That's it. I've had enough. Madam Secretary. Do you want me to say the last Madam Secretary? Because then Hillary Clinton will become president. Just letting you know. Crypto Pirate 1776. HA before Biden hands it to HRC. Do you think he'll pick Michelle as... I think that Elizabeth Warren, Crypto Pirate 1776. I think that Elizabeth Warren, right now, Crypto Pirate 1776. Right now, Elizabeth Warren looks like the person, because she has all the appeal that she siphoned off of Bernie Sanders. Imagine, if you will, like a barnacle. Let's look up barnacles. Imagine if you're a barnacle on the hull of Bernie's Revolution. They look nasty. Ugh, look at these barnacles. Oh, my God. Imagine if, like, you're reincarnated as a barnacle. What a life. What a life. Who would want to be a barnacle? Ugh. Oh my God. Anyway, you're talking about a barnacle on the hull of Bernie's sunken revolution. That's Elizabeth Warren. And Igor, hello. Elizabeth Warren was very brilliant in her insidious and treacherous. My God. Elizabeth Warren was very, very brilliant. She siphoned off Bernie Sanders's Quinn Smith. Oh my God. She siphoned off an enormous like a good portion of Bernie's voters. The voters that would have voted for Bernie Sanders. See, Bernie Sanders actually could have won the nomination this year were it not for Elizabeth Warren. Bernie Sanders, I mean, technically, when you look at it, if not for them cheating Bernie, he could have won the nomination, and he would have defeated Trump in 2016. I do believe that. He would have defeated President Trump. Hear me out. Because the states, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, they didn't have a choice between, if a choice between Clinton and President Trump, there's a populist message talking about jobs, talking about protecting the country, talking about bringing home Americans versus Clinton. She'll run again, and it'll be the same outcome, almost certainly. And she'll be the nominee. But in 2016, that was a year of a populist message. People were tired with business as usual. They were tired with Marco Rubio. They were tired with President Obama. They were tired with business as usual. Clinton ran on a business as usual campaign. It will be very different this time. She will go on Howard Stern 20 times after nomination. She will go on Jimmy Kimmel every 2 seconds. She will go on The View every 2 seconds. She will be, and that's, I'm telling you something. Do not, okay, Giants and Bills, the 1990 Super Bowl. I mean, 91 or 91, right? 1990, sorry. Bucolic Buffalo! Wouldn't that be the ultimate pairing for Dem voters, HRC? No. Bucolic Buffalo, the ultimate pairing would be Elizabeth Warren and Hillary Clinton, because Bucolic Buffalo, you can still reach out. The Democrats can say, look, we have a progressive in Elizabeth Warren. We have a progressive in Elizabeth Warren. Bucolic Buffalo, they could say, we have a progressive. We have a left-leaning person in Elizabeth Warren. We are giving you something. Don't you understand? We're giving you something, voters. You worked so hard for Bernie. And they'll believe it. They'll believe it. They'll believe anything that they're told to believe. Bucolic Buffalo. Thank you. Angela Goodwin. History proves no nation makes it over 200 years with diversity allegiance based on one nation is the way to survive. Diverse empires all failed. Diversity allegiance on what? Well, Angela, thank you. 2 years with diversity allegiance. I think that well, you might be referring to like the marketing charade of Democrats. When it comes to Democrats, see, they try to make, like Trump is an authoritarian, Trump's this nationalist. Trump, they're nationalists also. They wield power through NATO and multinational organizations, and they run the show. Animated music. You and I and everyone here have critical thinking skills, and we are not going to be deceived by somebody that keeps deceiving us. Democrats are different. The Democrats, they actually like being cheated. They like that. Some people like weird things, like really bizarre things. Just ask Bill Clinton. Oh my goodness. That whole Steele dossier, that was about me. That's right. All my visits to Moscow hotel rooms. It's basically an autobiography. Democrats enjoy, like, for example, the progressives. If you call yourself a progressive, not all, but a lot. It's almost getting cheated is almost sport for them. That's all. The only thing they know is getting cheated. But as long as they can, congregate in cyberspace, letting everybody know how awesome they are, then it's all good. But oh my goodness, I don't know why everybody's always picking on me. I was in my Oval Office And I was just minding my own business, and I had so much stress. It was so stressful. And what can I tell you? Madam Secretary was off yelling at some of the Secret Service. And I said, what am I doing with my life? I'm so stressed. What can I do to relieve the stress of this presidency? Oh, and I didn't mean to do it, but you know what? We were talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles, and one thing led to another. And I put on some Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. And then what can I tell you? What can I tell you, people? When I get that feeling. All right, so the interesting thing is Kurt Leonard! Sorry, I meant Apple Podcast. Oh, okay, Biden's channel. Here's the deal. Look at Biden Podcast. Here's the deal. Oh my God! Yes! Oh, I can donate more than $100? Oh my God, I'm donating more than $100. Joe Biden is the presumptive nominee. He is? Fantastic. Before Hillary Clinton? Oh, look, the Tales from the Crypt smile. It's fantastic. Joe Biden will defeat Donald Trump, but he needs your help. Chip in today to make sure we the resources we need to build a winning campaign. Well, he only has $20 million. Trump has $230 million. Don't worry, Joe, you'll be fine. Coach, my ACL. Slid into second. Come on, man. Hey, Jamal, you know the deal. Slid into second. Oh, man, come on. Come on, people, now smell on your brother. Smell on your brother, people. Come on. You know the funny thing is, everyone here, I love you all. Everyone here knows my weird jokes. And could you imagine if somebody just tunes into my live stream? Like, hey, people, now smell on your brother. Hey, come on now. They won't know that I'm talking about Biden. Obviously, I'm pretending to be. So it's $5, $10, $25, $50, $100, and a price to be determined, or a donation to be determined. Oh my God, I am giving $1 billion, like Michael Bloomberg, $1.2 billion, and then I hit continue. Please correct all invalid fields below. It's so great. Who is this person? I want to ask you this question. Who is this person that uses dollar bills for toilet paper, that gives even a cent to Biden's campaign? I want to know who this person is. You're giving money for what? Who on the planet would give money to the guy who defeated cornflakes and grape nuts and puts lotion on erect leg hairs? Who on the planet would give money? I don't understand. Why? Who is this person? What does he even stand for? I don't even know. Look, what does he even stand for? I don't understand why he does. What does he stand for? What does he even stand for? I have no clue what he would even stand for. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I have no clue. What I do know, ladies and gentlemen, is that Hillary Clinton will be nominee. Fonzarelli! Trouble sending super chats. Fonzarelli, thank you. Fonzarelli, thank you so much. I do appreciate very much. It worked, but thank you, Fonzarelli, one of the great names on this channel. Fonzarelli, thank you. Fonzarelli, thank you so much. Fonzarelli, thank you. Let's just look at Madam Secretary again. Let's look at what she's up to. Hillary Clinton. Do you understand, after President Trump, my favorite politician is Hillary Clinton? Because my voice and her unbridled ambition, not seen since Attila the Hun, is combined. I love Madam Secretary. She's a fantastic human being. Every day, every single day, Madam Secretary. Every single day, Madam Secretary is in the news. 1 of 3 jobs held by women designated essential. Every day she's in campaign mode. My God. Please hurry it up. Now we got to wait for Biden to pick his vice president for Hillary Clinton. Fonzarelli, thank you. Thank you, Fonzarelli. Florida Man Bear! Florida Man Bear! Come on, Batman. You know the deal, man. Florida Man Bear, thank you. Listen, man, you don't need your AM PM 13s. I'm taking your AM PM 13s. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know the deal. You know the deal, man. You know the deal, man. Florida Man Bear, thank you. I'm gonna subscribe to Joe Biden's Here's the Deal podcast. Oh my God, this is so great. Hillary Clinton today, 10 hours ago, Trump wasted strategic national stockpile of protected equipment. No, he didn't. Actually, that was President Obama. And PolitiFact rated that, yeah, it's true. President Obama didn't. But they were like, well, it's true. But, Trump could have also done it, replenished it. It's like, oh, my God, they could never. Everyone seeking to understand the extent of Trump's botched response must recognize that Trump wasted one of the country's best, the strategic national stockpile of protected equipment. Oh, my God. President Obama didn't replenish all the masks. That's PolitiFact talked about that, and they worship PolitiFact. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, when Hillary Clinton becomes nominee, Florida Man Bear, when Hillary Clinton becomes nominee, they will go seamlessly, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand? Seamlessly. It will be without a hitch, unlike my Biden-esque internet connection. Florida Man Bear, thank you as always. Ferris Bueller, Bill, Hilsey Babe. We did it your way. We're doing it my way this time. Bubba is Hillary's 2020. Wow, Ferris Bueller. That makes me even more frightened. D-Lynn, thank you, D-Lynn. Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller, that's brilliant. That's a brilliant analysis, because it very well could be very true. Daniel, thank you. Hello. Pete Solano, Ferris Bueller, thank you. That could be very true. Pete Solano, Biden stands for hair sniffing. I'm being spaced out. Not knowing where he is by smoking too much. That's, you know what? I almost want him to partake in that. I almost want him to, just to relax a little bit. Pete Solano, thank you. Pete Solano, thank you so very, very much, as always. Thank you, Pete. Florida Man Bear, thank you. You know the thing. But you know the thing, everybody. Randy Duenas. Randy, thank you. I believe Elizabeth Warren. I don't know. I think that the President Obama and Michelle Obama are actually waiting for Bill and Hillary to completely obliterate the Democratic Party for them to take over the Democratic machine. It'll still be a machine. It'll still be a machine. It'll never be not a machine. It was always a machine from Tammany Hall till today. It will always be a machine with patronage, graft, legal graft. Randy Duenas, I believe it probably is going to be Elizabeth Warren. And that will vindicate everything I've said. Okay? Just honestly, everyone, Randy, everybody, what looks better? The photo, Hillary and Warren, Clinton and Warren, or Biden and Warren, or Biden and anyone. Biden and anyone does. You're like, what? Randy, I think it's going to be Elizabeth Warren. We'll see. We'll see. Whoever, let's put it this way. Let's say it's Amy Klobuchar or Elizabeth Warren or Stacey Abrams or any woman is not going to go to the convention. The Democrats are not going to say they're not going to look and say this is a perfect picture. Biden and Warren, why do they look so good together? No. They're going to say, what's wrong with this picture? Randy, Pete, D. Lynn, Florida Man Bear. They're going to say, what's wrong? Ferris Bueller. They're going to say, what's wrong with this picture? Aside from the fact that Biden is anywhere near it. Why is this guy sniffing Warren's hair? Why is he's like, that progressive shampoo. Love it. What is that? Eucalyptus? What is that? Eucalyptus? Raspberry Supreme. I love it. Yeah, man. Come on, man. You know the deal. And you know the deal. Oh, yeah. Raspberry Supreme. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Helps with the protein and the hair health. Yeah. You know the deal. I don't think they're going to have the Mad Sniffer. Okay? The Mad Sniffer is not going to be there. Randy, I think it could be Elizabeth Warren. And it'll be, Hillary will take the, you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, you know how every day I say it? I'm the only person who has ever said that she's going to be nominee from 2017 till today. Even Steve Bannon didn't say that. Nobody has ever said that. I'm the only person in all of YouTube. Tell everyone about H.A. Goodman's other channel and Bizarro World Goodman, my new channel. And for time, hello. Angela Goodwin! You must read the writing of Priscus, the Greek diplomat, about Attila the Hun. Hillary is more like the maniacs of Rome. You know, Caligula. Not seen since Caligula. I'll say that. You're right. Angela Goodwin, thank you. Angela Goodwin, thank you so very, very, very much. You're right. You know what? I will read the writing of Priscus. Thank you. I studied a little bit of Thucydides, the Greek, the Greek philosopher who wrote about the Peloponnesian Wars between Athens and Sparta. That's pretty awesome. He's awesome. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Quinn Smith. Pelosi. Gummies with ice cream. Quinn, thank you. Thank you, Quinn. Every day, Clinton, is disparaging and demeaning Trump every single day, every single day, every single day. Every day there are negative stories about Biden. I will have made the biggest political call of all time, which is going to be fantastic too, because when it happens, people will come to this channel, these live streams, H.A. Goodman's other channel, Bizarro World Goodman, well, for amusement, Bizarro World Goodman. Because it's like, if you're on the left, if you're a Democrat or a progressive, you're going to have to vote for Clinton, which will be also fantastic. Because if you don't, see, now it's fashionable not to vote for Biden, but you're going to see 95% of the never Biden, mark my words, almost all the never Biden people are going to be voting for Madam Secretary. Trust me. Internal Biden campaign rift opens over how to compete with Trump online. There's zero chance that he could compete with Trump online. Senior leaders are split over whether to hire Hawkfish, a digital firm financed by Mike Bloomberg. Oh my God, this is so hilarious! Really, those leaders are? Oh my God, they're actually really debating about whether to hire a firm financed by Michael Bloomberg. Wow, that's bizarre. Gee, it's almost as if, like, this networking is... It's almost as if he's going to make a return on his investment. That's bizarre. Jason lost. I did a segment on this. Why is Bernie Sanders holding on to his delegates? I believe that Bernie knows that Biden won't be the nominee, so he wants perhaps some leverage. He wants perhaps some leverage to push Clinton to the left. That's what I believe. Jason lost. I'm not 100% sure about that. But knowing the Democratic Party would never let Biden anywhere near the keys to power. Never, ever, 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 ever. Never. He's not keeping it because he's going to usurp, the existing power structure. So it has to have something to do with Clinton. Rick Crespo. I have zero concern about the presidency. President Trump will win in a landslide. I want the House. I want the ice cream eating Pelosi. I think she's in danger of thoughts. Rick, you know what? The presidency, I give 75% chance to President Trump, and my prediction is that he's going to be reelected. I don't know. I'm gonna stay. The Senate, I think, will stay Republican. I'm hoping. I'm praying. It. What happens with the House and Senate will be linked to. If, like, for example, Clinton as the nominee could have a devastating effect for Democrats in Congress, or it could stay the same. So I'm not sure. That I'm not sure about. Rick, thank you so very much. I'm not sure. I can tell you about that. I'm not sure about like you said, Rick. Thank you very much. By the way, about the presidency, I put 75% President Trump. 75%. 75% President Trump, and only about 25% Madam Secretary. But you look, and it's going to be interesting how it happens also. I mean, once Biden picks the nominee, people are going to then say, okay, it's Biden and Warren, or it's Biden and Klobuchar. It's probably going to be Biden and Warren. Biden, oh my God, he has his ticket. Then, if they pick Warren, they're going to try to lure President Trump into saying, and they're, oh my God, look what he said about Warren again. You see what he said? He used that divisive name. Oh my God. And so they're going to if they pick Warren, they're going to try to inoculate her glaring, horrendous deficiencies pertaining to, I don't know, how she lied her entire life about her heritage. So then they'll be like, oh my God, look at what Trump is doing. It's like, well, don't you understand that Warren actually, forget it. So, yeah, Nancy Pelosi with, Rick, you're 100% right. Nancy Pelosi and Randy and Rick and Angela and Quinn Smith and Jason. Nancy Pelosi with the giant freezer full of ice cream. You have tens of millions of dollars. This is yet another reason why the average American is not going to gravitate towards Democrats in November. I will say this, and I'm not just plugging Bizarro World Goodman. Bizarro World Goodman is going to be, you're going to know this person. You will have met this person. This person might be family. There are enough people, ladies and gentlemen, there are enough people who are completely removed from reality, the reality of President Trump, completely removed, to where I will actually have a viable channel pretending to just simply repeat MSNBC, CNN, but in a more passionate manner, completely hysterical and frenzied. And you will know this person. There are millions upon millions of people who will form a base. You would think, don't get into the belief that, well, because you see the light, that the average person puts Trump, okay, I should say this, the average Democrat or person who would vote Democrat puts Trump's personality as the biggest issue on the table. Trump's personality is the absolute biggest issue on the table. The biggest issue. That's the biggest issue on the table. Trump's personality is, that it is an actual national security threat to Democrats, his personality. And that's not hyperbole. They truly believe that it's the biggest issue that they've ever faced in their lives. So my point is, there are a great many people, don't underestimate, there are a great many people who will look at this election and say, my God, they will view this election the way you would view a Clinton presidency, which could happen. Give me your thoughts below. Hillary Clinton's going to be the nominee and go up against President Trump again. I will have made the biggest political prediction of all time. I will have a segment on H.A. Goodman's other channel in about 10 minutes. Subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. Daniel, thank you. Angela Goodwin. Last was Red Island. Waiting for Thank you, Angela. Thank you. To my super chat, thank you so very, very, very much. Thank you, everybody. And subscribe to Bizarro World Goodman. The link is below. It'll be below in the pinned comment. Let's get that to a couple thousand subs very soon, so I can start. With the disguises, and you'll love it. It'll be a catharsis, actually. Give me your thoughts, everybody. I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back at 11 p.m. tonight, okay? So I will be back at 11 p.m. Be here at 11, okay, everyone? Thank you.